Thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm going to take a look at the trades I took on Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. And looking at the charts here, the market pretty much moved up off the open here after a week of just continually down days. Every day with the Fed news and the interest rates, it was just pushing lower and lower, even with any kind of pop. Would eventually get sold off. So today started off the same way. The charts here only trade for about the first hour of the day. So just a snapshot of how the charts are as I'm trading, and after that I'm pretty much done for the day. So looking at everything here, the Qs, AMD, SPY, and Tesla, everything pretty much have a similar chart here. So the first trade took today was on AMD. Actually took two trades today, both on AMD. The first here was for this push higher. You see these first four candles, green candles right off the open here, and this small pullback of this red candle right after that. So I was looking for a push higher. You see the faint blue line at the very top here. That was the previous day's high. So I saw that was resistance coming up. So I was looking to get a quick move, maybe 20 or 30 cents or so, to push and test yesterday's high. So took one contract here at the $70 call, got in at 9:40 and 25 seconds. And it started to struggle here. It didn't really have follow through here. I've been trying to do a better job on getting out when the trades go against me. So held this one for just under a minute. Got out here at 9:41 and 12 seconds. Got out at 1:04. So just a $6 loss here before any commissions. And you look later on the chart on AMD, it did eventually test the previous day's high. But just couldn't find any strength to break through that. And looking at the other charts here, sometimes AMD will follow the market and sometimes it'll go completely the opposite way. So it was trending pretty closely here to the Qs here in the SPY. You see they have similar charts to the Qs and the SPY, pretty much had an identical chart today. Now, if you look at the chart, if you look at the charts here on the Qs and on the SPY, you see you have a dotted line here on both 2-minute charts. The 2-minute charts are the charts here at the top, and the ones at the bottom are what I watch at the 5-minute. So I was looking for another setup on AMD. I had made a notation for the Qs here for this dotted line here to break lower to watch it, but I was actually looking at AMD, so I missed this setup here coming down. This would have been a great entry here as it broke through the pre-market low and through this 270 area on the Qs, and pretty similar setup too on the SPY right here, that the 368 right on 369. Everything started to roll over all of a sudden here. And I was looking for a setup on AMD just because the options are a little bit cheaper than the Qs and the SPY, even though they expire the next day. This is Tuesday, so they would expire on Wednesday. AMD still just a little bit cheaper stock to trade, even though the Qs and the SPY expire 3 times a week. So as AMD pushed lower, you see this little red candle that wicked all the way down to the second dotted line. So that was the area I was looking at to get in for a push lower, since the Qs and the SPY, as I mentioned before, everything was just rolling over pretty quickly with a lot of volume. We're a little bit more volume than previous time frame. So the next trade on AMD, I get the $67 puts. I did take two, got filled at $1.28. Took those at 10 o'clock and 38 seconds. So I was looking hopefully for a move to break the pre-market low and eventually test the low of day. That was ideally what I would like to hold it to. But once it got around the pre-market low here, you see this purple line around 67.97 or so. It started to struggle to push lower. The buyers were coming in, people buying the support here. So it didn't get that quick flush that I was looking for. So I got out just about a minute later. I got out at 10:01 and 54 seconds, sold both contracts for $133. So $5 move per contract before any commission. So a decent move here. As you see later on in the chart, it did eventually test the low. It didn't break the low for a little bit longer, but it did move and test the low there. So that was the move I was looking to get. That would have been a pretty decent move there in just those 2 minutes there. It moved right from that short green pullback all the way down to test the low of the day. So that was the move I was waiting for, but just saw that struggle there when it got approached pre-market low, and it just couldn't really push lower with any conviction. So I didn't want to hold it. After already taking a loss on the first trade, just wanted to either get a small profit and get out, or get out on break even. So with the loss on the first trade and the small gain on the 2 contracts on the second trade, that was going to be it for me today. So just those 2 trades to be up just 7 cents. That's right, 7 cents on the day. So if that's a red day, I'd rather have a flat day like that as opposed to any larger amount for red. So just those 2 trades on AMD. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like below. And if you want to continue to join the journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure you have bell notifications on so you don't miss my next upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.